According to an ancient saying often credited to Pericles of Athens, all good things on this earth flow into the city. In ancient times, cities weren't merely large settlements. They were the beating hearts of empires, centers for commerce, culture, and scholarship, where ideas and trends thrived and mingled. These were the cities that laid the foundations for civilization, influencing generations and echoing through history. Today, some of these legendary cities are still remembered for their grandeur and significance. Yet, as great as they once were, each of these powerful cities eventually fell, becoming ruins that hold stories of prosperity and loss. Today on The History Speaks, we're exploring some of the most impressive and influential cities in world history, each of them reaching heights unimaginable for their time, only to later fall from prominence. But before we dive into their tales of rise and ruin, don't forget to subscribe to The History Speaks and leave a comment on what other ancient wonders or historical mysteries you'd like us to explore next. Let's start with one of the earliest known cities, Jericho. Situated in what is now the West Bank in Palestine, Jericho is not only famous for its mention in the Bible, but also as one of the world's oldest continuously inhabited cities. According to the book of Joshua, the Israelites battled against the Canaanites at Jericho, toppling its mighty walls through divine intervention and the sound of trumpets. Though this biblical account is dramatic, historians now believe the real story of Jericho is even more complex. Archaeological evidence suggests that Jericho's walls, some of which date back over 10,000 years, may have been constructed to protect the city not from invading armies, but from seasonal flooding. Through layers of ruins, archaeologists have uncovered remnants of various civilizations that thrived here, some of which constructed walls made of mud brick. Around 1573 BCE, however, a powerful earthquake brought destruction to the city, which led to a period of decline and abandonment. When the Bible tells of Jericho's fall at the hands of the Israelites, it's likely recounting a blend of myth and history. Next, let's travel to Babylon, located along the Euphrates River in what is today Iraq. Founded around 2300 BCE, Babylon rose to become a symbol of ancient power and prestige, particularly under the rule of King Hammurabi, who established one of the world's first written codes of law. Later, under King Nebuchadnezzar II, Babylon became legendary, its 40-foot walls built so wide that chariots could race along their tops. Known for its grandeur, Babylon was home to the Hanging Gardens, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, although their existence remains a topic of debate among historians. Babylon's cultural legacy as a center of learning and art is impressive, but its significance was also its undoing. The city became a target for conquerors, and it eventually fell to the Persian Empire in 539 BCE. Later still, it became part of the Muslim Empire, but by then, the city's golden age had long passed. Now let's explore Ur, another ancient city in Iraq positioned near the Persian Gulf. Ur is thought to have been founded around 5000 BCE, flourishing as a key port city due to its prime location between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers. By 3800 BCE, it was a major Sumerian city-state, with an economy based on trade and a reputation for scholarship. The city reached its peak under King Ur-Nammu, who created one of the earliest codes of laws, and his son Shulgi, who further developed Ur's infrastructure. Ur's influence was far-reaching, but climate changes and a receding coastline eventually diminished its importance. By the 18th century BCE, the once great city had fallen into decline, with many of its residents moving elsewhere in Mesopotamia. Moving south, we come to Eridu, which the Sumerians believed was founded by their gods. Considered one of the oldest cities in Sumer, Eridu holds an important place in Sumerian mythology, as it was believed to be the first city created by the gods and served as a central religious site. According to Sumerian myth, Eridu was home to Enki, the god of wisdom, and his temple was among the most significant religious sites in the ancient world. Eridu's religious importance may have influenced the Israelites' own legends, such as the story of a great flood. Eventually, overuse of the land likely contributed to Eridu's decline, leaving it abandoned as the region shifted focus to other nearby cities. Another powerhouse of the ancient world was Carthage, located in modern Tunisia along the Mediterranean. Founded by Phoenician settlers, Carthage quickly became an essential hub for trade, its strategic location making it one of the wealthiest cities of the ancient world. Carthage's prosperity, however, made it a rival to Rome, and their rivalry culminated in the Punic Wars. In the Second Punic War, Carthaginian general Hannibal famously crossed the Alps with war elephants to attack Rome, a feat that has become legendary. But Rome ultimately prevailed, and by the end of the Third Punic War, the Romans burned Carthage to the ground, leaving it in ruins. Carthage was later rebuilt and became a prominent city once again, but its original Phoenician culture was forever lost. Another city synonymous with intellectual achievements and architectural marvels is Alexandria in Egypt. Founded by Alexander the Great, Alexandria quickly became the heart of Hellenistic civilization and remained Egypt's cultural center for centuries. Its most iconic landmarks included the Lighthouse of Alexandria, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, and the fabled Library of Alexandria, a repository of knowledge that housed thousands of scrolls and attracted scholars from across the Mediterranean. Alexandria thrived under the Ptolemies but faced numerous invasions and internal conflicts over the years. A devastating tsunami and the rise of Christianity contributed to its decline, as many of the city's temples were converted or destroyed. In West Africa, Timbuktu emerged as a center of trade and Islamic scholarship. Located in what is now Mali, Timbuktu became known for its wealth, as goods such as gold, salt, and ivory passed through its markets. The city's fame reached its height during the reign of Mansa Musa of the Mali Empire, whose lavish pilgrimage to Mecca brought attention to the wealth and splendor of Timbuktu. The city was later incorporated into the Songhai Empire and continued to thrive as an intellectual center until Moroccan forces invaded in 1591, marking the beginning of its decline. Finally, the Aztec city of Tenochtitlan, situated near modern-day Mexico City, was the vibrant capital of the Aztec Empire. Founded according to Aztec legend in the 14th century, Tenochtitlan was a marvel of engineering, built on a lake and connected by canals and causeways. The city was renowned for its towering temples, bustling markets, and intricate social and religious life. But when Spanish conquistador Hernán Cortés arrived, the Aztecs were ultimately overpowered. Tenochtitlan fell, marking the end of the Aztec Empire and the start of Spanish rule over Mexico. Each of these cities played a pivotal role in shaping the course of human history. Their rise showcased the heights of human achievement, and their fall revealed the fragility of even the greatest civilizations. So, which of these ancient cities would you have liked to visit? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to check out our other videos on the History Speaks for more fascinating insights into the wonders of the past.